Today on Ham Radio Q&A, my list of holiday gift ideas. They're guaranteed to please any ham, so please keep watching for more. Hi, I'm Michael, KB9VBR, your host for Ham Radio Q&A. I'm on a mission to inspire and educate the amateur radio community, so if this is your first time watching, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, check us out on Patreon. Patrons gain access to exclusive content, and our patrons help keep the mission alive. That's over on patreon.com/KB9VBR antennas. Well, the holiday season is upon us. Thanksgiving weekend typically signals the start of the Christmas shopping season, but it seems like every year that start gets earlier and earlier. But, you know, if you have a ham radio friend or a significant other on your shopping list, it may be difficult to find that perfect gift. That's why I come out with my annual ham radio shopping list. These are gift items that I found interesting and appealing to most any ham radio operator. My holiday gift items this year are roughly ranked by price. I'll start with the more inexpensive ones that are good as stocking stuffers or white elephant gifts at your annual Amateur Radio Club holiday party. Moving up the scale, we'll get into items that are more of an investment. But suffice to say, there should be something here for everyone and just about every budget. Most of these gift ideas have been used and tested by me, but there are a few that I haven't had any experience with. But I've received favorable reviews from others that have had a positive experience with, so I feel good about recommending them. Starting off the list is probably one of the simplest and most consumable items of any ham radio operator. You can't get enough electrical tape. And there's only one tape that's worthy of a ham's toolkit, and that's Scotch Super 33 Plus electrical tape. This stuff peels off the roll in a super silky smooth fashion, and it works well in cold or hot weather, and it doesn't leave a residue like others do. Just to prove a point, here's a comparison of Scotch Super 33 Plus and a bargain tape. Yeah, you can tell the difference. Since this stuff is under $4 a roll, you do your ham radio friend a favor and get them a half a dozen rolls. The longer you've been a ham, the more odds and ends you collect. But one thing that always seems to be in short supply is adapters and connectors. I'm always looking for something to convert from UHF to N to SMA, etc. Not only that, but once you start using them, they always seem to get lost. So a small set of adapters, of an inexpensive UHF and SMA adapter set is essential. This set is cheap and it's good enough for most purposes. You can spend a fortune on adapter sets, but unless you're working in a lab or repair bench, I recommend something that you don't feel bad about losing. The ones I recommend, they're about $12 on Amazon. Well, last fall I reviewed the Arrl dual band tactical folding antenna. I know this antenna has a funny name, but honestly, I was surprised by its performance, and it has found a place in my portable antenna kit. These antennas come in lengths from 12 inches to 42 inches with an SMA male or an SMA female connection. I personally like the 28-inch model, and I've got the SMA male end, so it fits onto my Xiegu handheld radio. They're about $18. Wouldn't it look cute to have one of these, sticking out of the top of your stocking? Well, speaking of antennas, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the KB9VBR J-pole and Slim Jim antennas. My most popular model, of course, is the 2-meter J-pole, but I carry antennas in frequencies from 6-meter band up to 70 centimeters and the GMRS bands. This one in particular, the 2-meter J-pole, is about $36, and it makes a great gift for the new ham. I'll even include a gift message if you're the giving type. Just let me know. Moving on. I know in the last year there's been a lot of new hams that have got their license. A common question of the fledgling amateur radio operator is, now what? Well, for that question, the Arrl operating manual is the answer. I bought one of these books when I was first licensed over 20 years ago, and the current edition continues to be a great introduction to the hobby. You'll get practical information and advice on setting up your station and the different modes available to you. You got a question about getting on the air? This book's got the answer. It's $25 from the Arrl. If you ever needed to fix something like a computer or other small electronic device, you'll find that more and more of them are using specialty and security screws. With that said, I found a precision screwdriver set that also doesn't suck. The iFixit Mako Precision 64B 6-piece driver kit contains all of the common bits and a bunch of funky security stuff too. Got a Torx screw with a bump in the middle or a weird star-shaped screw head? Well, this set will take care of it. iFixit also makes a 48-piece set with bigger bits, but the 64-piece precision kit is a great companion on anyone's repair bench. It's about $35. One of my first HF antennas was the Lakeview Antenna Company's ham stick for 10 meters. At one time I had a full collection of ham sticks, but over the years they've disappeared as I loaned them out to others. And unfortunately, the Lakeview Antenna Company is no longer in business. But Shark antennas, mini mobile vertical antennas, are of the same quality and price as those original ham sticks. You can purchase individual antennas for about $25 each, but I recommend that you get the 5-piece pack that covers 10, 15, 20, 40, and 75 meters for $80. These antennas are good little performers. My buddy Dave KZ9V has had excellent results with his. They have a standard 3/8 by 24 stud on the bottom, so you can use them with a mag mount base or a clamp like this portable mirror clamp that I like to use. I've had a small manual antenna tuner for years and years for my portable operation. This year I felt it was time to upgrade, and I went with the Ldg Z11 Pro 2 Auto Tuner. This tuner works fast. It has 2,000 memories, so it remembers previous tunes and antennas. And I think it's even faster than my older AT200 Pro tuner that I have in the shack. But you may say, well, my rig has a built-in tuner. Why do I need an external one? Well, internal tuners can only do a 3-to-1 match, and this one will handle 10-to-1 or more and opens you up to many more, different and difficult antenna situations. Interface cables are available for most every transceiver brand, and you'll find this tuner online for about $170. Sometimes a product really just grows on you. And the RigExpert Stick 230 is one of those products. I originally purchased this because I wanted a small, reliable antenna analyzer to take in the field so I could leave my larger AA600 at home. Well, as I use it, I found this little analyzer really exceeded my expectations. It has a paperwhite display, which is sure easy to read outdoors. It works fast, so tuning antennas is a breeze, and the company's responsive. In a recent firmware update, RigExpert addressed a couple of the shortcomings I mentioned in my product review. Retail, it's about $300, but I've seen it on sale for as low as $250, which is a deal. Now, what holiday gift list wouldn't be complete without a transceiver? This year, I'm recommending the Xiegu G90 portable transceiver. The Xiegu has been out for over a year, but I think it's recently come into its own. Besides being small, lightweight, and inexpensive, the rig packs an SDR receiver that is decent, built-in tuner, and an antenna analyzer. That's right, in the box you have 3 essential items of my portable kit. Now, it does have its limitations, like 20 watts of transmit power, and the display can be a little hard to read in bright light, but for something to bang around with in the field, it sure sounds like a winner to me. And you'll find them online for about $499. Finally, I want to mention a few gifts that you can give to others. While we often consider things that we would like to receive, we should remember that this is the season of giving and should support the activities and causes that are meaningful to us. This year, I've been a big participant of the Parks on the Air program, and I found a lot of value in using the online service qsomap.org to visualize my POTA contacts. Both of these organizations are getting a donation from me, and I encourage you, if you use and value them, to do the same. So there you go. Did I miss something, or is there something else that you'd like to see under the tree? Well, please leave it in the comments below. You may also want to check out some of my previous holiday gift guides. They're still very relevant. You can check out a playlist of those below too. Links to everything is in the video description or on my blog at www.jpol-antenna.com. Well, your support of this channel drives the production of future videos, so support us on Patreon and help keep the mission alive. And give us that thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, especially if this is your first time here. That's your best way to be notified when a new video is released. Well, that's it for this time. I'm Michael, KB9 VBR. Have a great day, and 73.